vciso-au Cyberwatch, August 12, 2025. Strategic Cybersecurity Intelligence Brief, powered by vciso-au. Stay informed, stay prepared, stay secure. Ensure your cybersecurity program is both proactive and verifiable. By Anil Yelamati ANZ Ransomware. Victims? None. 1. Smart bus flaws. Exposed vehicles to tracking, control, and spying. Researchers discovered that smart buses using the same M2M router for both passenger Wi-Fi and critical systems are vulnerable to cyber attacks. These routers link advanced public transportation services, APTS, and advanced driver assistance systems, ADAS, to a central network. This lack of network segmentation enables attackers to intercept GPS, route data, camera feeds, and vehicle control signals. Hackers can bypass authentication, access onboard systems, and even alter displays or inject false alerts. The MQTT protocol was also exposed via a backdoor, allowing full remote access to bus systems. Vendors BEC Technologies and Maxwin were contacted, but failed to address the flaws. Public safety, operational reliability, and passenger privacy are at significant risk. The vulnerability was presented at DEF-CON and remains unpatched. Shared communication channels create a major attack surface. Physical access is not required. Remote exploitation is possible over the internet. The findings emphasize the danger of mixing non-critical and critical systems. vciso-au recommends immediate network segmentation, router replacement, and disabling insecure remote access protocols. 2. NCSC warns of Citrix, NetScaler vulnerability, CVE 2025-6543. The Dutch NCSC revealed that CVE 2025-6543 in Citrix NetScaler has been under active exploitation since May 2025. This zero-day vulnerability has enabled threat actors to breach perimeter systems in critical Dutch infrastructure. NetScaler ADC and Gateway are widely used for secure remote access to corporate environments. Successful exploitation grants attackers entry into internal networks, bypassing frontline defenses. Citrix released a patch on June 25th, but attacks had already been ongoing for months. Analysts discovered the breach activity on July 16th, indicating long-term compromise. The zero-day nature and strategic targeting suggest a highly advanced campaign. Affected systems included public sector and private infrastructure across industries. The attack surface remains high due to widespread use of these Citrix systems. Post-exploit, attackers can steal data, deploy malware, or move laterally undetected. Organizations must treat this as a national-level threat to infrastructure. vciso-au recommends urgent patching, isolation of compromised systems, and external threat hunting engagement. 3. Erlang OTP SSH RCE exploited in OT environments. CVE 2025-32433 is a critical flaw in Erlang OTP's SSH daemon, allowing remote code execution without authentication. Attackers exploit it by sending crafted SSH messages before authentication is completed. The vulnerability affects all Erlang OTP versions prior to specific patched releases. These systems are common in industrial, telecom, and financial sectors. The flaw has seen widespread exploitation, especially in operational technology, OT networks. Between May 1 to 9, 2025, over 3,076 global detections were logged by Palo Alto networks. 70% of attacks originated from OT environments, indicating strategic targeting. Countries like the US, Brazil, and Japan experience the highest attack volumes. The flaw originates from improper state enforcement in the SSH protocol. Systems running unpatched Erlang OTP face severe compromise risks. Attackers can execute arbitrary commands, exfiltrate data, or disrupt operations. vciso-au recommends immediate upgrades, strict SSH monitoring, and segmentation of OT from IT networks. 4. Kimsiki hackers exposed in alleged data leak. Hacktivists claiming ethical motives leaked 8.9 GB of data from North Korean APT group Kimsiki. The dump includes phishing logs, malware kits, and internal tools used against South Korean targets. It also revealed source code from South Korea's Ministry of Foreign Affairs email platform. Further contents included SSH history, VPN purchases, and references to academic and military targets. Live phishing kits and reverse shells were discovered, indicating deep surveillance capabilities. The attackers condemned Kimsuki for working under political orders, rather than for ethical hacking. Their statement was published at DEF CON via FRAC, a hacker zine. The breach may temporarily disrupt Kimsuki's infrastructure and campaigns. Analysts are reviewing the data to validate and trace future activity. Despite exposure, long-term operational impacts on Kimsuki are unclear. The leak offers rare visibility into state-sponsored cyber operations. vciso-au recommends using this intelligence to enhance phishing detection and update block lists across security tools. 5. WinRAR 0-day, used by Romcom hackers in malware campaign. A previously unknown path traversal vulnerability in WinRAR, CVE 2025-8088, was exploited by the Romcom APT. Romcom is a Russian group known for zero-day usage in cyber espionage. The flaw allowed malicious archive files to bypass file path checks and drop malware. ESET researchers discovered the exploit and notified WinRAR on July 18, 2025. The issue involves alternate data streams and affects unpatched versions of the software. WinRAR released a patch, v7.13, on July 30th, though advisory lacked clarity on active attacks. Payloads delivered through the flaw vary, including remote access tools and spyware. Targets likely include diplomatic and geopolitical entities of interest to Romcom. The exploitation method allows silent compromise of victim machines. Compressed file formats remain a common attack vector for phishing. This vulnerability reinforces risks tied to legacy tools in enterprise systems. vciso-au recommends patching immediately, scanning archives pre-execution, and disabling WinRAR scripting capabilities. 6. Tetra encryption flaws jeopardize law enforcement radio networks. Researchers at Black Hat USA uncovered new flaws in Tetra radio encryption protocols. The flaws, 2tetra.2 burst, affect systems used by police, military, and critical infrastructure. Issues include replay attacks, weak AES 128 encryption, and message injection vulnerabilities. Attackers can intercept or inject voice data messages on encrypted networks. Some flaws stem from previously known issues that remain improperly patched. One issue allows plaintext injection into encrypted networks, causing confusion among users. Another reduces effective encryption strength from 128 to 56 bits. Replay flaws also affect short message services, SDS, used in automation. Tetra's weak cryptographic design creates systemic security concerns. Affected systems are deployed across Europe and globally in sensitive roles. These weaknesses can amplify attacks during emergencies or coordinated events. vciso-au recommends upgrading to secure encryption algorithms and validating Tetra device configurations immediately. 7. Apache BRPC vulnerability enables remote service crashes. A new vulnerability in Apache BRPC, CVE 2025-54472, allows attackers to crash services via network traffic. The flaw stems from improper memory allocation in the Redis protocol parser. Attackers send crafted packets with large integer values, leading to memory exhaustion. This causes system crashes, disrupting applications using BRPC. All BRPC versions prior to 1.14.1 are affected, including 1.14.0, which failed to fix the issue. The attack vector is remote and requires no authentication. Systems using BRPC in microservices or RPC-heavy environments are especially vulnerable. The root cause lies in unvalidated input values determining memory size allocations. Denial of service attacks using this flaw can cause serious downtime. The Apache team has marked this with high severity due to its ease of exploitation. Open source projects relying on BRPC should take immediate action. vciso-au recommends updating to v1.14.1 and auditing memory allocation practices in custom implementations. Ransomware exposure list. Last 24 hours, United Kingdom MMA transfers, transportation, logistics. Microcosm, technology. Canada, MBM, intellectual property law, business services. United States, the Shireen Group, not found, manufacturing, industrial. Blue Water yacht sales, consumer services, marine. Travancore Analytics, technology. Right Track, manufacturing high technology. Louis Thieu, DDS MD, healthcare. Insero & Co. CPAs, LLP, financial services. Atlas Transfer and Storage, transportation, logistics. Sweetener supply, agriculture and food production. Aurora Air Products, manufacturing. Safety First, manufacturing. The law offices of Hicks and Demps, business services. Speed Logistic, transportation, logistics. Sterling Card Solutions, technology, payment solutions. TRS Industries, manufacturing. Greece, Top Ships, transportation, logistics, shipping. Germany, GWU Umwelttechnik, GmbH, energy. Pure Productions, GmbH, manufacturing, heating and cooling systems. Berman.de, manufacturing, automatic doors and security structures. Final note from vciso-au. Australia and New Zealand remain relatively untouched this week, but the global threat landscape continues to shift. Critical infrastructure, software supply chains, and endpoint security are under siege. Ensure your cybersecurity program is both proactive and verifiable. By Anil Yelamati.